My name is Hank Kersey. I'm the military advisor for Call of Duty. You're watching GR TV. Welcome to Leipzig.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing, Leipzig? Are you feeling okay? Are you enjoying this meeting?
I'm backstage with the Backyard Babies, and you just performed here live on the Games Convention in Leipzig. This has got to be one of the stranger gigs you've had.
Actually, we did a snowboard convention. We played in a snowboard slot once, and that was pretty weird too. But yeah, it was pretty weird. No, it's fun. It was a real stage.
So can you tell us a little bit about why you're here to promote Guitar Hero?
I think from the beginning it started like 2 years ago for the game Guitar Hero 3, which we have a track called -Celsius on. This is a great way of selling, you know, like reach out to kids with our music, because I think it's a great game, and I think actually, you know, like the kids are pretty spoiled today. I mean, we started out the same way, but we were playing on fucking like tennis rackets, you know, and cookie jar, and now they actually can, you know. So I think if you're like 6, 7 years old and you actually think it's funny, it can be like the first step into maybe like nowadays having a band, you know. So I think it's great fun, you know.
Have you seen the new feature, that the music studio feature, that you can make your own songs?
No. We've been in the real world. Seeing that studio for like 6 months.
So how's that working out? How's your new album?
That's not a good thing though, but then you split up bands instead of create bands. If you put them in the studio at the beginning, let them play live first, you know. I wouldn't recommend that game, no.
But you're still together?
Yeah, because we were, yeah, that's funny, man. We are.
Yeah. All in all, I think it's interesting with like, because we play kind of, you know, basic rock. It's like, you know, the original lineup with drums, guitars, and bass, vocals. But at the same time, with one foot, we're trying to like reach out to new. I would say that I just personally think that what was in the 80s and the 90s, maybe like having music, for example, in movies and stuff like that, or breaking a band through a soundtrack in a movie. I think that for the year 2000, you know, and on, I think that the next step will, you know, music in TV games or in computer games is going to be the next way of, you know.
That's a good thing, because I didn't realize how big all this the gaming world was. And as Reagan mentioned, when we grew up, it was like the most important thing was to have a song in a movie, for example. That was a big, good shortcut to break through, you know. And when we grew up, there was like bling, bling, bling music in TV games. Now there is real music. And since there's a lot of people who play these games, you know, and a lot of these kids listen to heavy music, if they have heavy music in the game, you know, it's, you know, bang, you're smart idea. But you have to like have some kind of, you know, in between, not just focus on that, because there is a real stage as well out there, you know.
So I think that media, movies, games, music, everything's gonna get like tighter together, you know. Or I mean, if you see like computer games, it's got to be what the comic magazines were for us when we grew up in the 70s, 80s, you know. When we were kids, it was like Spider-Man magazines, and now it's more like the computer games is taking over, which is just a natural way of evolution, I guess.
The only thing, I think you have to make it more wireless, because there is a sun shining outdoors. You could bring your comic magazines outdoors. You have to try to bring the...
Yeah, the kids here look a little pale.
In here.
So I heard you designed a faceplate for Guitar Hero 3?
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
I mean, great fun. Especially when you can change your style of guitar. So yeah, it was good. It was fun.
So are there any plans to have any Backyard Babies songs on World Tour? On Guitar Hero World Tour?
Yeah, but I can't mention more.
Sounds promising.
Yeah, it sounds promising.
All right, so you guys are heading off, I guess, right away. So thank you for the interview, and
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right.